Words go here.
I rode all the way out here from Georgia on a bus. They didn't have no window seat neither. I sat in the aisle for a whole week to get to Hollywood.
Alright, what happened to you?
What's going on, guys? Stop. City of Homes. We're interviewing Cammy Whammy over here.
What's up, RoboCop?
Right? Stop. In the name of the law.
Right.
I punched someone in the face for hitting on me.
Oh.
Right on, so I should
They
hit
called
on you
me
then.
sugar, and I just...
Oh my god, that's what you called her.
That's what I call
Yeah,
it.
no, I was trying to close a window and my hand slipped and I punched the window.
Oh man, I'm trying to open a window right now.
I have been known to...
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty big, but I might fit in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have fun trying, you know? Yeah. Joseph Izayea, vocals, lyrics, and badassery. And shenanigans.
Tyler Stritzel, guitar.
I'm John, I play guitar.
I'm Francisco Yepes, I play the drums and...
Sounds sexy as hell.
Yeah, all the time, you know?
And Josh Previty's not, he had to leave, but he plays bass for us now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Floating
Thank you
head.
so much.
Floating head.
Floating.
Yes.
You know,
Tell
I
the people you love my accent and shit like that.
I love his
The accent
accent, I love his skin tone, I love his beautiful hair.
The whole thing.
There's literally, you know, not a
The only
thing.
thing we don't love is when he plays the wrong song.
Yeah.
That wasn't my fault.
That was Keita's fault.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's not a
mistakes
big
are my
deal.
favorite
And it's
moments.
Friday the
It makes you
13th,
human.
so.
Makes Yeah. you human.
It does,
You
because
know?
if everything's very perfect, you kind of feel like I might as well listen to the CD. I want to see the realness
Right.
going on, you know?
See, I didn't realize you were a southpaw. You're hitting somebody with the left hand. You probably didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, that's how you get them.
Well, smart. Very smart. Well, I hope your finger gets better.
So I've
Wait,
been
you got
wearing it
something on
for...
your foot too?
No.
Broke your toe, but you
Well,
got
I
in the
do
air,
have
so.
banana. My rat was eating a banana on my shoe, and I haven't been able to get
Oh,
it off.
someone
Oh, if I had a
banana
nickel
in the-
for every time my rat ate a banana.
I know.
Right? It's like every day.
What? Okay, all right, fair enough.
Says the guy who calls his little kitten Peas.
My cat's name is Peas. Well, it's
Oh.
Shinobi, but I call
Yeah,
her
but
Peas.
he calls her Peas, and it's fucking precious.
Yeah, she is pretty cute.
It's
Your
precious.
dress is glowing somehow.
It
I don't
is.
know.
It is glowing.
We're gonna do an interview, right?
Yeah.
right.
None of this is about.
Hey, it's all good.
The City of
That's-
Homes is the name of Springfield, Mass, where some of us are originally from.
Oh, okay. All right.
Most of the founding members.
And it started out as just like it was nothing we were sold on, but someone would be like, it'd be kind of cool. City, it seems cool, and we're like, we don't know.
Yeah, you know what it was? It was Mike D at Dark Icon Design that we were like, oh, we're thinking about running with this, and then he made the logo, and we're like, yeah, no, that's it, man. That looks great. That looks great. I love.
So
that
it's
name,
funny
you
because
know?
it's like
Yeah, thanks, Mike D.
we weren't
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah.
We weren't sold. No, we had that.
If you want me to plug him, I can put like a link.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but we weren't sold on the name
Click
at
on-
first. We were like, whatever, and then we had show offers for the Metal Fest thing we did,
Yeah, yeah.
and we were like, we
Just needed a name.
So we were brainstorming, and he did that artwork, and we're like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes the artwork really sells stuff.
And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, that's kind of like our sort of hometown, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like, you know, like it means something totally different for me than what it means just for what it means. Like, I don't know. I dwell on the word homes a lot, you know, for me.
Okay.
But like, that's just because I like to do things weird. Yeah, you know.
All right.
But consequently, that's the Wi-Fi here.
So we didn't have
Is
a name, and we needed one, and we just
Yeah, and like basically that was the name that none of us hated. That's like the
It's
rule.
so
'cause
hard to get
Yeah,
everyone-
just getting 4 or 5 guys in a room to agree on one thing.
well,
is way harder.
one guy was born there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So
No,
that's
yeah,
just
Well, what's funny is I was looking through, all the pages I could find on stuff about you, and I saw a picture of one of the shirts, and I swore for some reason earlier I said, I swear it said City of Assholes. Like, I don't know.
you're not
I
wrong.
don't know. Like, how do you get homes to assholes?
I don't know why she
It
looked
was
at
just
me.
the way
She
that
didn't
the
tell me
cheese-
this
Yeah, right,
before.
she-
I told you
I don't know
this.
how I'm part of this story now.
nice.
Shut up, bro.
But
So, but yeah, no, I was looking at you. You were doing your thing, and did you always do that? And then like, you know how you were going.
I think what she's asking is if you've always had a man bun.
Did you do that to make it more effective?
no, I
it's-
always love John because
It's not a bun,
he
it's
does
a
the
ponytail.
slowest
I
windmill.
do kinda
It'll be the
slow.
fastest.
It's a fucking
It'll be the fastest guitar
And I
part
love
ever.
it.
But he does the slowest windmill.
Yeah.
It's when you become one.
And his
with
little
yourself.
floof.
And it does.
so
It
what
does.
you-
Not
the
everybody
same.
in this band can have beautiful, long flowing dark hair like Francisco. That's what I'm getting at. It's our first show with him.
This was his
Okay,
first
because
show.
I started talking to him out by the drums, and he's
That was
saying,
very good.
"Oh, you lost one of your."
Timbale, yeah.
So he's talking to me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm putting the City of Homes on my show," and he goes, "Oh, okay." And later I'm like, "What? She's in the band," and you just didn't want to be like,
Right.
"That's how do you not know I'm in the
Right.
band?" So I felt like such. And then he gets on stage, I'm like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die." So we're looking at the pictures, and we're like, "No, they clearly changed out members." And then you said, "This is our first show," and I went, "Okay, I don't look like a total asshole."
Yeah, well, one of the guys in that photo was Matt Dice. He's also the bass player for CKY.
Wow.
And,
Okay.
So he's been touring like crazy.
Yeah,
He's just been gone. You know, Dice has been doing that, and we finally found a drummer that we liked, and we're moving forward with him. And so we're like, oh, let's play some shows. And then I brought my buddy Josh Previty from Structure Fails, which is my other band, the other
Yeah.
band that you saw and were mystified by. He's been filling in for us on some shows. He may actually join us full time, depending on, you know, everybody's got lives, got school and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but he's definitely filling the void that we
And
got.
we love him.
And we love him to pieces. So
Yeah.
Today, so it's funny because he hasn't practiced with us like the last week or so. So
Yeah.
it's
he never actually played with John until today.
No,
Yeah.
he introduced me to him.
so today was
Wow.
like so today was a new drummer, and then we haven't played in a year, and then John met the bass player today on stage pretty
How you
much.
doing, man?
Oh my God.
I mean, they knew each other.
We knew each other.
Which got as prepared as we could, but part of the fun is that like. Just,
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
gonna-
And once we loved our last band, our bass player was always mad. He'd sit there miserable. No one would even
was
go up
not-
to him. And at the time I had long hair, and I was like, dude, I just sold $300. He's like, because everyone thinks you're a woman.
But yeah, definitely having,
I don't know.
you know,
You
She has a
can-
folding chair right there behind you.
Oh yeah, right.
Definitely
Oh,
helps.
there you
Can we
Take a
put
seat,
people
stay
on
a
this
while.
But I loved how you went to tell him something, and right at that moment, you put the wires through your gauges to.
Oh well, there was a mess of wires there, and like I didn't want to lose it
Which is
because
such a good idea.
that was the line that I needed, and
Yeah.
I was all tangled up. So I was like, all right, yeah, we'll just throw that in there. You know, I gotta use them for something.
So I go to tell him
I
something.
mean,
and I'm like,
I'd rather
"Come on."
have like, you know, a nice young woman that would be kindly enough to sleep with me to like grab them and use them in however way she might see fit. But you know, goddamn it, I gotta get my use out of it. You know.
I feel like it would just easily just rip
Yeah.
the whole thing off.
No.
Oh god.
Because he was like, "Are those real? Because how does he have any earlobe left?" I said,
Oh,
"No, I've
I
seen
always
it."
had big ears.
There you go.
Big ears,
So it
yeah.
worked out.
Hey, you should see my father, man. He's got fucking. Actually, you saw him this last night.
Last night.
Hey, fucking huge ears, right? Dumbo ears, kid.
So let's talk about your music a little bit. So you had some new stuff out recently that you were plugging. Right?
Oh yeah. We released our newest record last year,
Okay.
and then we lost our drummer at the time, and then things got busy with
Yeah.
John, and things got busy with Dice, so everything kind of like went on hold for a little bit. So
Yeah.
we're still technically on the tour cycle or whatever.
But
for-
it's on Bandcamp.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that's okay. That's where I saw it. Yeah. So I'll put up Bandcamp.
Yeah, cityofhomes.bandcamp.com, and then it's on iTunes,
Apple
Spotify,
Music,
Apple Music,
wherever.
basically wherever you can listen to dank stuff. You can also find our mediocre record there.
No, honestly, I mean when I first listened, your music is really therapeutic to me. It's gotten me
Thank
through a
you.
lot lately, and it's you know, my camera guy dumped me a month ago. Got me through some
This
stuff.
That's not me.
This
motherfucker.
my brother-in-law.
Let me at him.
I tell him, this is my brother-in-law. He goes, I didn't know you were married. I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
Hey man, I had a long day.
Yeah. But you guys, so a few years ago, you opened for Killswitch Engage.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Actually, we opened for them last
I've been
night.
listening to
multiple
them and you
times.
guys just interchangeably, and then I discovered that, and I went, oh, that's amazing.
We
so
usually
that was,
we usually do like a holiday or a yearly little run with them if we can,
That's
like a
awesome.
weekend or a long weekend or something.
so that's like, how many years has that been going on?
Basically, since the beginning.
Forever, yeah. And before this,
Since before City of Homes even.
yeah.
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 So our last prior bands would do it, and it's kind of
just kind of carry
Holiday
over.
hangover, is that what they called it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Christmas
that's-
Rager.
No, it's been a kind of
Yeah.
like traditional thing. So,
That's
but everyone's
awesome.
on different schedules, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
It's
just
hard
kind of
to-
if it happens to work out when we're both around, you know, we're there.
So, all right. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you guys.
You are most
And
welcome.
I felt like royalty when you were like, she's the one on the list. She's good. I felt so cool.
Yeah, you were the first one to contact us about it. So.
Yeah.
Give them a new CD for the ringer.
Well, it's
Yeah,
funny
that's
because
right,
I wasn't
yeah.
expecting him to let me in for free, and he was like, "Are you new to this?" And I went, "Other bands actually."
That's our
haven't
newest
really-
album for you guys. So
Hey.
do your thing.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Thank you so much.
I mean, if you guys weren't here, I would just throw it at John when I'm drunk.
Actually, he threw it at John last night.
I
Got him right in the cajones.
I
too,
got
poor
hit
bastard.
square. I got a nosebleed, and then I was like, oh my god, like that. And then I was like, does anybody have a napkin? And they were rifling through all this kind of stuff until I was like, here.
It is great. This is what I do with these. I either throw them at him, or I
Or he
use them
hands
as,
them to people.
or I
Yeah,
use them as a
coaster.
coaster.
Yeah, I love this.
I'd rather have
Great
someone
aim.
listen to the
That's
the
a Mike
hard
D
work we
design.
do.
All right, I'll
Thank
let
you,
you guys
guys.
go
Cool.
so we can all drive along.